Hello everyone. Before we begin this lecture, just go have a look at this video and come back.
Imagine this for a second. One man with total control of billions of people's stolen data, all their secrets, their lives, their futures. I owe it all to Spectre. Spectre showed me that whoever controls the data controls the future.
I wish I could tell you that we're going to be able to stop all interference, but that just wouldn't be realistic. There will always be bad actors in the world, and we can't prevent all governments from all interference. But even without our employees directly involved in the sales, we can...
Saw that? Okay. Which video do you think is real? The first video where Zuckerberg spoke about how one man controls many people by controlling their data, or the second video where he spoke about how Facebook can't prevent government interference. So what's your guess? Which one do you think is fake, the first or the second? And the answer is...
Imagine this for a second.
Now, I'm
One
not going to
man
sit here and
with
tell
total
you
control
we're
of
gonna catch
billions
all
of
bad
people's
content in our
stolen
system.
data, all
We
their
don't check what
secrets,
people
their
say before they
lives,
say it.
their
and
futures.
frankly,
Yes, the first video was a fake one, but it was so realistic and believable, isn't it? These kinds of realistic videos manipulated using advanced software are called as deepfakes. And here we are to learn about deepfakes in this lecture on ethical issues on visual manipulation and doctoring videos as a part of the lecture series on media laws and ethics. The objectives of this lecture on ethical issues of visual manipulation and doctoring videos are to understand about the video manipulation and deepfakes, to know the technologies used in video manipulation, to understand the impact of deepfakes in the society, the legal framework that can protect victims of manipulated video content, to discuss some regulatory approaches to reduce the negative impacts of video manipulation. The existing photos and videos of anyone can be scaled to make them speak what you want them to speak. Sophisticated, inexpensive and easy to use video editing software and algorithmic neural network are helpful in manipulating videos. Deep structured machine learning methods based on deep neural networks are helpful in identifying trends that exist across samples and classify new images based on their similarities without the need for human interference. These deep learning architectures like deep neural network, deep belief networks, etc. are used in speech recognition, computer vision, drug designing, medical image analysis, acoustic modeling for automatic speech recognition, and many other fields. These technologies can do lip syncing, face swapping, also called as puppet master, which can manipulate a person speak or do an action done by another person. These videos and audios are called as deepfakes. The deepfake technology has become so advanced that it is simply impossible for humans to recognize forged images and videos. It has become difficult for computer algorithms also to recognize. The process of creating manipulated images and videos has become much easier these days, as it needs just an identity photo or a short video of a target individual. A very little effort is enough to create a convincing doctored video. These fabricated footages of people and other objects are creating imbalances in political scenarios of different countries and also personal lives of many people. This doesn't mean that this technology is all bad. This brings great opportunities like bringing alive dead grandparents, to making dead authors read out their popular books, inspiring personalities can speak to the audience and the like. But the use of these fabrications with malicious intent is more than the positive usage. The negative side of these video manipulation technologies are that they are being used to depict someone saying or doing something that they never said or did. This is becoming quite common in politics to tarnish the image of a political candidate, especially before elections, to sway the public opinion. Fake news and doctored GIFs are quite common nowadays. These deepfakes create rifts between religion for political reasons, to destroy the stardom of celebrities, and also to blackmail or to take revenge on women by transposing the victim's face to another person's nude body or any obscene material. Digital multimedia devices have become inexpensive and portable, like the mobile phone cameras we have and digital cameras, which has increased the possibility of creating digital audiovisual content. These devices are allowing copying, editing and forwarding of the multimedia content easily. Hence, the authentication of a content has become very difficult, as there could be multiple sources and many alterations done by many people. This becomes dangerous when the digital content is used as a legal evidence. Digital videos and photographs cannot be considered as the sole proof of evidence, as the origin and integrity of the content cannot be trusted. The very fact that the fake and original content are indistinguishable, that is where the real danger lies. This kind of a situation can make anyone a victim of a deep fake. We have to understand the social, cultural and political implications of these deep fakes. With the increase in digital accessibility and use of internet, citizens have become producers of information. This facility of communicating to a larger audience, which was a privilege once limited to the governments, media outlets and academia. People with malicious intent have got the opportunity to disseminate information, sidelining the truth in the process. Researchers in digital media forensics and computer scientists are trying to invent technologies to examine and identify such deepfakes that are being spread so rapidly these days through social media. In 2017, the first deepfakes appeared, in which faces of Hollywood actresses like Scarlett Johansson and few others were superimposed to people in obscene content. A general awareness about deepfakes started in 2018 when the online publication called BuzzFeed released a video of Barack Obama speaking about the growing dangers of false news and fake videos. But the video itself was a deepfake actually created with the comedian Jordan Peele. We will see this video in the fake news lecture, and you can also find it on YouTube. In the 2020 US presidential elections, we saw false news being spread rapidly on social media. One video that went viral was that of the US House Speaker Nancy Pelosi slurring words as if she was intoxicated. Have a look at this video.
We want to give this president the opportunity to do something historic for our country.
This video was later found to be a fake video where the frame and sound speed were reduced to create that effect. This technology is an easy tool for propaganda wars, as the videos can be used to depict fake murders and fake convicts. They can be used as an evidence against victims to do the blame game during communal or political riots by staging events that had never happened. In the heat of the moment, feelings and opinions dictate the perception of reality, where truth becomes irrelevant. When you receive a message from a friend or a relative you trust, you tend to believe it, and there you become vulnerable to the fake news. People may not give importance to objective facts and well-researched topics, but may share a rumor or a fake news that confirms his or her beliefs or existing biases, as you say, or has an emotional appeal to it. Experts and facts are not capable of settling arguments to the extent that they once did. We now live in what many call the post-truth era, where objectivity and rationality gives way to emotions. So how does this technology work? A video is created by a camera, but a fake video is created by an algorithm. A deepfake video is one that has been manipulated to completely alter the whole footage. Videos in which frames are altered, cropped, or the speed of the frames are changed, or the accompanying audio is changed, or if some visual information are added or removed using video or image editing software, they are called as doctored or fabricated videos. Some deepfakes are made using traditional video effects or computer graphics software, But deepfakes made using machine learning ability of artificial intelligence are becoming very hard for human eyes or even for software to detect the manipulations. The software maps the face or any targeted area and transposes another face onto it. This was used only in artificial intelligence earlier. But in 2017, a Reddit user with username Deepfakes developed the same technology of transposing images using TensorFlow, which is an open source machine learning software from Google. He transposed celebrities' faces onto naked bodies and posted it in his pages. Reddit banned the videos, calling them as a violation of piracy, but the creator of the deepfakes quickly released an application called Fake App that allowed people to create deepfakes for free. Apps or softwares that tweak images, audios and videos are not new. Many of us use filters in our phones to mask the imperfections in our face and make our pictures and videos look good. And most of these apps produce great results, but anyone can easily identify whether the photo is altered or not. What human eyes miss can be easily detected by forensic technologies. But the problem with deepfakes is that deepfakes are made with artificial intelligence synthesized content that can manipulate images in such a way that it becomes really difficult to recognize even with sophisticated computer algorithms. They analyze facial expressions and movements of a person and sync them with the facial images of another person using deep learning models like autoencoders and more recently generative adversarial networks, which is GAN technologies generally called as, and to create realistic fabrications that are really impossible to identify. These networks work by mimicking the human brain's neural nodes, and advanced studies in deep neural networks and the availability of huge data on those subjects have helped in making accurate impersonations. The generative adversarial network technology created by a researcher at Google is even more sophisticated and is very efficient at creating unidentifiable forgeries. All you need is a few hundred photos or less, or a short video of a person. And they are available in social media platforms nowadays. All of us have social media accounts and we keep posting photographs. The software does not need huge computer resources to forge a video. It can just concentrate on one part of the body like the mouth or or the eyes or any other part of the body and create a forged video. In 2019, Samsung's researchers created a deepfake technology that enables its users to create a video impersonation with a single photo. We have seen how deepfakes have been playing a major role in manipulating public opinion in the political arena. The negative influence of these technologies need to be assessed carefully to handle them effectively.